the lower bracket fighting for their life tomorrow.
Now it's going to be interesting too, because the other part of the equation, we talked about the renewed OD focus on potentially neutral farming and ability to clear lanes a little bit faster. He didn't, earlier at least, he didn't feel quite as strong in lane to me. We just cast an OD Huskar matchup where the Huskar just dumpstered him. And I'm curious as to whether some of the reworks are going to affect his matchup against the Arc Warden.
It's a hard one. Flux means it's very hard for you to actually trade effectively, because immediately you have to walk so close. Well, that's the other thing people sometimes forget is when you start out, Astral Imprisonment's range is very, very low.
Right.
Well, I think the perfect example of seeing is things like Shadow P matchup where people think is great, but that's a perfect example, right? Like I like to use these very clear examples when you're looking at the mid one-on-ones, because it gives you the full picture. It's like if it was a Shadow Fiend, you're walking forward, you get hit by 2 razors, it takes you so long to reach him. It's similar in that Topson can see you coming, he puts on the Flux, he then puts down a Spark Wraith. You might stick him in the Astral, but you haven't traded effectively.
Right. That's kind of why that cast range nerf on Astral was just such a key change to the OD, right? Now has to, it costs him something to keep you off that range creep with that spell. This is really funny up top.
Yeah, somebody's Spark Wraith.
Party on the bounty room.
Does anyone want to come and get this? I didn't think so. Get a Clary as well, so we'll be fine with that.
I mean, they become like Techie's minds at some point, right? Look at this.
Madara.
And he's just going to time walk it off. Ah, well played.
Now, Inkswell running. Forces boosting the level in the blink. Both of them forcing the mobility spells, and that means runes secure top for Vega, but runes also secure bot for the side of OG.
Out, guys. Nice heady play by Madara to say, alright, fine. Stack up your rates.
And they switch it up. They say, okay, we need the anti-mage matched up bottom. They'll have Seb heading towards top.
Well, both blocks pretty good by these 2 mid players.
Look at Jarax. I love this move, actually. He loves an attack team, and he knows he can get that aggression because of the way the creep players work now.
Good call. Get him off to a pretty nice start here.
It's looking not too bad.
Mage taking some harass here, though. Saves. Ends up Astraling your creep there.
Yeah, he had no choice. That's once again, you have to get so close, and Topson's going to move back as soon as he sees you move like that, which means you're aggressive.
Really low down here.
Oh, he is.
May go down.
Oh, he's going to go down. They get the final touch. Nice move there as they bring 3 heroes down the side of OG. And this is kind of that power I was talking about when you bring a Tusken in a tri-lane scenario. You're not going to have him hang around, but to begin with, just opening up like that kill.
Also, just very, very efficient from that level 1 front.
Yes, definitely, and that gives them a decent start. And you need that on the Tusk because this is a hero that, well, pardon the pun, but he does tend to snowball out of control if he comes out of the lanes looking pretty healthy, looking pretty bulky. It's a classic comment. It's a classic. It's a fair comment though, especially with this new iteration. I think that's the thing that people haven't caught onto yet. Like you mentioned it yourself with the sigil being removed. That ability was like no one really wanted to level early on. It was maybe it would net you a kill 1 in 100 scenarios, but tag team just does so much early on.
Seb does win the race to level 3. Grax has been back pulling camps, but a lot of damage. Back here, please.
He does have a salve available as well, so it's kind of win the regen battle. No, they're just doing damage. They want to force the time walk out because it's a big cooldown level 1.
That's a lot of damage you got off the tag team. That's not bad.
It's insane. And you know, sometimes there are games where you go greedy, take an Orb of Envil as well, and it's just absurd. In this type of game, it's not worth it because the Void can get away anyway, and on top of that, you need the extra regen anyway. But he will start to have this impact, especially with the Drunken Brawl. You see that the Time Walk got used. Like if you approach it too hard, and the Drunken Brawl comes off cooldown first with the tag team, you can take him down to half HP, and he won't have the Time Walk.
Yeah. The other nice thing though about the here we go, a little action on
like on it. I go for maybe next time. That's much easier. Feel the crits, feel the power of it. And now Madara's going to harass back, but he can't be too aggressive.
That's
there we go.
Position on the squishiest hero in this game for both sides.
And there we go. Tag team comes out, just forces Madara straight away. And it's I think the most ridiculous part about this spell when you look at it is the mana investment.
Yeah, it's very, very, very manageable. But, you know, it's funny too, though. This Void, the Time Walk is going to play better in this. Maybe I gave it credit for it. You're taking very few damage instances. Taking few instances of high damage.
Down ball, a lot of damage being taken both sides.
Too.
Pycat is just going to dance around a little with Kez here. We'll move away. Doesn't want to mess with the sandstorm. But so far, I mean, Pycat's doing great. Top of the CS shot.
Yeah, that for an Animage in lane, that's going to be...
It will eventually become a sure problem here. I'm looking at what Vega has, and you just think of a Void. He can get active earlier than Animage, but he's limited by this big cooldown of Chrono. Even if you Chrono onto an Animage, the downtime...
This is the combo, right? I mean, the threat of that Animage with Frost Shield on him very early on, it's just a lot of damage that he's getting onto both of those heroes with a very manageable mana investment from the...
Absolutely, it means that they can...
trades really well.
Yeah, it's also the armor, the reduced damage, it's just very hard to compete with that. Meanwhile, competing in the mid lane, look at this. Already a lead building for Topson. He has XP advantage as well by a decent amount. And if he is 6 first, Mage is in trouble.
The XP is the significant thing, right? The CS differential is pretty minor. But yeah, him getting level, whichever of those heroes gets to level 6 for a problem. Meanwhile, Action here on the top lane is Madara uses his Time Walk offensively. He's got all those shots. That's Brewmaster. That was...
Jerax on point. And Madara leads Time Walk.
I mean, this guy's only been the best top player in the world for like...
He's got to be happy one of his heroes is back in the meta potentially. Of course, another one feel a little bit dead for most people. The Earth Spirit, rest in peace. Seb goes down here though. And Jerax in a 2-on-1, I wouldn't advise. And they get the bashes.
He is super low mid here though too, and Topson is just about to hit level 6. We gotta be a little careful. Alright, Mage's gonna style up.
He's still...
Earth Spirit will be back.
No tail? It's just a gaze. He doesn't actually realize this Mage's going in right now. There it is. He can actually drag on gaze if he wants to. He doesn't even use it. Frost Shield's enough. Topson stands his ground. Mage will go down. But unfortunately, turn to defense. Meanwhile, while that's happening, Top, they strike back. They're like, right, you kill me off, but when I'm back in lane, once again, Rubik always the vulnerable target.
Was No-Tail 0-1-1 going into that?
He was 1-1-1.
Okay, he was 1-1-1 going in. Alright, that makes a little more. Alright, Jerax getting a little bit low, but alright, he is using these Time Walks offensively with absolutely zero hesitation. That's just the kind of player he is.
Absolutely. You already see when Jerax is really
vulnerable here in mid lane.
Oh no. Yeah, he's surrounded. He's a little bit trouble. Can't get that close, but it won't matter. He'll live. Mage will not. He goes down.
Here's the last hit to his carry. Good boy.
Oh, look at Jerax. He's up to level 4 now. Should be a point to Snowball next. And there you go. Now, the level 2 tag team, he can grapple anyone.
Yeah. It makes you... You're a sick roamer right now.
Oh, Seb, be a little bit aggressive.
You might be able to get your aim kill done.
Quite possibly. Kezu is lingering low on HP. Jerax is he going for a long wraparound? I think he is. He's anticipating Mage coming back to lane. And look at the line being drawn actually. His Grim Strike says he's around here. They want to counter this guy.
He needs like 1 creep to 6 here too. How crazy would it be if they get this kill? Alright, he is level 6. So they do at least have to watch out.
Yeah, but this wall spots in there where Mage is. Jerax can't get vision though. I'll force him away, but the rotation's coming in. Kezu's going to be in. No-Tail is pretty deep. Things are going to come out. Kezu moving in right now. There we go. Forest Strike, Sandstorm. Finding the embrace. Ensures to kill No-Tail. Now the Snowball coming in. After he used defensively, trying to move away. Sansa's out of the task. He needs to get out of here right now. The Chrono. It's big with Sansa. They get rid of Topson as well. They take out the support. They take out the mid. And the on-point rotation from Madara.
Chad, I'm sorry for your ears, but yeah. That's just Madara Dota in a nutshell. I mean, he's been this player since London Conspiracy upset EG at MLG Austin. I mean, this guy just plays with absolutely no fear.
Pays off here as he does get great value out of the first chrono of the game.
And
OG, they're going to have to ramp up the pressure because I'm going to be honest, I haven't really felt the impact of this toss so far. Good defensive shots where they can, but you look at his score. 0-2-4 has enabled a few, but this isn't... I'm getting out of control and I am feeling strong toss going into the game.
Yeah. Now that really stopped the momentum right there.
I'll set these bashes.
Oh no, Mage! Oh.
The Dara's gonna chase through here. No bashes though. Seb will get away, but barely. Actually, is he? They're thinking about going for the Fate Ball, but Seb will ball up. Meanwhile, Mage, as you said, getting a little bit close to death as he does escape the grips of Topson.
Yeah, but and not by much. They know this ward.
Oh, look at the bot. The bot is where the action might occur here.
These lane wards by OG are actually super sick.
Yeah, it sets up. They need this as well. With the Tusk pick, they just need to actually be able to find these targets and stab. Instead, it's Vega applying pressure in the top of the creep wave. Seb is here. He has got the split. The backup is on the way. And Topson will be joining in.
They know Pexu or somebody's setting up here, and they might try and wrap around with No-Tail and Topson smoked up.
Gonna go for it. They find maybe next time. The gauge drags him in. Topson summons the double. Trying to do the damage here. Split's gonna come out. TV attempt by maybe next time. He will be able to escape. Cyclone's down to the void. They need to go to the group stroke right now. The stun does connect with the No-Tail. He's gonna get long HP. They might be able to chase through. Stroke phase good. The Snowball there. But Dara controlled up. He gets killed. And they find the group stroke as well. They should set up the tower push.
That was Ink Swell, right?
The Ink Swell, yeah, it's almost doing a tail.
That spell. Even what? Well, that's 1 point. Gosh. It just feels like it does a lot.
It is a pretty fun spell. You are seeing him actually prioritize Phantom's Embrace here, which makes sense against this lineup.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But the good news for them is, this lineup aren't really able to push into the towers just yet. Topson, he's still on his way towards that Midas, then he needs to accelerate forward to maybe the Necro, or he can go for the Midas, for the Maelstrom.
As he with the end
Oh, Mage. They're going in, the damage is big, the gauge drags him back, he's in control of the Phantom's Embrace turnaround. They're finally killing the No-Tail Pexu though. He might be going down the spot, Brave gonna come across, chase him through, one more tap and he'll be there. Topson gets the double kill, he'll be happy with that outcome. He says, you die for my causes, El Capitan.
Something going on there between the teammates.
Dara just kept him on the defensive. He's got the chrono again, but he's going to need at least one hero, and he will get it. As well.
Easy to lose sight of in all this changes is the fact that OG is actually working on a pretty significant economy advantage.
Well, we forgot about the man who's remained silent because he's just been farming. High count on that anti-mage.
And he's not going super greedy. I mean, he did finish his treads before going hard into battle period.
Rubik being happy in this game as he has stolen the blink. We said it'll be easy to get his hands on. And actually, he's just trying to slow down the anti-mage a bit.
Mid lane, Mage needs to be a little careful here.
He knows something is up though. He's got to. They just have to surrender the tower, I think. Because the tree is broken, you see this vision they have in, there's no easy TP route inside. Especially all these spot breaks down. This is the true minefield.
Yeah, look. Interesting patience here by Seb. Okay, he's gonna give up when the tower goes down, but he waited in those trees.
He knows I'm pulling that tower is to open up the map here. Jarek's just scouting out they know where Mage is. Kezu
will be the dire tier 1 top.
Yeah, they'll get the tower. They actually need to try and capitalize on the Void element soon.
Seb will split a couple times just to screw us, of course.
As he does. Just wants to make sure OG.Topson's paying attention. He has built the Vlads first. We've been seeing this regularly, especially on the tier 1 teams. It just enables these early pushes, these early roaches, sustains you a lot of these fights.
Vega are going to have to get active around them. This is going to start to be. It's a significant economy advantage. It's not a huge one.
Oh, speaking of Vega, across the ball lane.
This is going to be Chrono 2!
Can they find it? Meanwhile, Chrono on the top, it's going to go on board. No, he's still alive, it's the normal thing. Sitting goes down, destroys the face. They're going to move right down to the sandstone. That's not good though. The fire strike through. Warden punch out, but now starts up. And stuck in place. Topson can't escape to the 10 for the double. The Tusk can't either. Double kill for Kezu. And they were trying to find a kill in the bot lane with them maybe next time. But he has the blink. And thus they get nothing.
Madara gets the hits the initiation there onto both Topson and Topson double, identifies the correct one.
Sam split in the mid lane here, trying to go for a kill on a Mage alone. Finally, that Mage is going to TP in, but this is not really the point at which he wants to fight.
That's responsible.
Oh, they can't pursue. No Tail needs to be careful.
That sandstorm.
He is. You saw No Tail on half HP, and he's like, nope, I'm out. He knows the Power Strike is there. And they don't need Pycat to be involved in this fight. They need Pycat to continue farm. It should be around, I'd say, about a 16-minute battle fury at this rate.
Yeah, which again, he chose to be a little bit more on the conservative side, got those treads first. I think you're going to see more and more AMs as patch goes on over the treads, but we're getting action up here. No Tail's going down very fast.
He's in a little bit of trouble, and he goes pop. Kenzie just waited.
It does escape. Take the camp, guys.
No, they're going to leave it. Alright, and he'd be happy about that once he completes the battle fury. They do have the means to take it as well with Mage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, OG got your minus, man.
With Aura? They see him there, they're chasing through, just the time was coming up cooldown, so all through, they'll do the Warden punch as well. No, he even times it. Time like now, I shot's a good Jarak, slowed way too much slow.
Oh, and Seb comes in with the haste rune.
So much waste time.
Make the play, yeah, exactly. That's 3 heroes. Meanwhile, bottom tier 1 is getting owned.
And you see what Mage is built. He's like, alright, our Warden's not the only one can do this, he built a Midas himself.
No, even with the splash of the Arcane Orb, you know, they have to worry about just losing this game on economy as time goes by. And they've really stopped the bleeding quite effectively. That chrono kill in conjunction with the Midas on OD is at least going to give them some breathing room in terms of the rate at which OG is going to be able to farm relative to that.
And of course, getting extra levels means you're going to get more in, you're going to stack that up with the Science Eclipse, and you can't risk Topson getting a level advantage and not really being hurt at all by these Science Eclipse. That's one of the best ways of actually just getting through the Tempest double quickly.
But just as we say that, talk about OG's farm though, Topson going with a fairly aggressive Shadow Blade build here under his Arc Warden.
Yeah, straighting the Orchid as well. He knows he has to apply aggression. He knows that Mage doesn't want to have to build into a BKB too quickly either.
Neither does Void.
Very true. Seb, waiting in the mid lane. He does have the split. Kezu's nearby, a little bit deep. They put down the Sentry, Stun's coming out. There's no ball for it too late. They're in trouble with the glitch. Moving forward, Madara has got the split. But where's his target going to be? Cyclone up in the air. The split is being used decently. Mage down half HP. Kezu standing here to start his half. Madara is going to win the Chrono though. And he actually used all the mana to go down the sand to return the side. There's the Chrono. They came to the 2. They're going to find animated the high ground. Tusks his back well. But no! He missed the line by the bubble. Will buy a lot of time. Enough of a turnaround kills to occur. Topson on point for these magnetic fields.
Stud. What a stud. Yeah, that was just absolutely great bubble placement where Void was. There was just nowhere he could go to set up the hits. And they're going to get roached out of this.
They are. It won't take them long either without blinds and with the damage that Topson does. Look how quickly it drops.
And first time of Vlad, if you guys haven't already seen some of these matches in minor and major qualifiers, first time of Vlad on these offlaners feels so good in this patch.
It's not just that, it's also, this is the other use of the tag team, you're seeing it right here. That damage, a lot of that is coming from the maxed out tag team. Tusk, a newly formed hero with just one big change.
Yeah, and there's no, like at least when you talk about Cold Snap has a cooldown between the procs. There's no cooldown between the tag team procs. There you get the bonus damage no matter what.
Yeah, just keep hitting as much as you can in 5 seconds.
That's actually pretty crazy.
Especially when you consider there's 2 Arc Wardens attacking at a decent rate.
Right.
Especially even more when you remember Magnetic Field is a thing that gives attack speed. It starts to add up pretty quickly the more you think about it. It's actually really scary.
If you're mage right now, you're like, why is a Rubik farming my jungle? But that is what they do with MNT, just like Secret does with Yako. They will put some farm on this hero.
Topson's going to Shadow Blade away. They were trying to get aggressive, but they haven't brought protection for him. And look at the rotation come from OG. They want to backstab when they'll be able to do so. Parker gets forced out. Time out left. So the ball isn't going to work. He carries through Topson with him now. Warrior punch will get to kill the Kenzie. Pepsi found as well the chainsaw. They just shrugged off. They don't even care. That should be a tier 1 push for the side of OG. Just look at Void right now.
That's
He's
pretty good
out.
bubble placement yet again. No, Void's like, all right, I'm pushing bottom, guys. Peace.
See you later. He's going for a Shadow Blade himself, which means he's going to start to fall behind this Anti-Mage, who has got his Battle Fury, has had it for 2 minutes now.
OG, though, is starting to really take control.
It's worrisome. You can already see Anti-Mage aggressively position himself in the jungle to farm. Means he's always close by if they need an extra hand in these fights. While split hands, the mine is still being used by OD to try and just keep up in terms of gold and XP, the side of OG.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Pink's coming out, though. They know where he is in this.
He's pretty deep as well.
Jerax rotates.
Snowball,
got
he realizes it's too late. He can't get out now. They have got the chrono. Can they commit it though? They can't because there's no way to save OD. He actually saw it straight away. He wanted the chrono, but he knew he couldn't actually get OD outside it, which if he did with Science Eclipse, he'd probably get 2+ kills there.
That was just very awkward from the get-go. I mean, OD had gone over and he'd showed himself on the creep wave, so they knew that Void and OD were over there, separated from the other three Vegas.
Seb, I got split on time. They scanned for this as well. Now they need to run. Phantom's Embrace was so old. Phantom's Embrace would have actually silenced him there, and then he would have been in trouble. But luckily, they changed that spell a little bit.
Orchid coming out from the Arc Warden is a huge item right now. That's big time pickoff potential, even onto the big course, Vega.
I'm just watching Jerax right now. I love this. Like, I'm gonna hop on about tag team because I don't think people will fully process what this spell does now. Because it's not just the aggressive use. He's actually walking around Anti-Mage with the tag team on, so he farms camps even quicker.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I mean, 70 mana, right? On a 15-second cooldown. Why not?
And as a result, you can already see that the Anti-Mage is keeping up in terms of farm with the Arc Warden. The problem is, these two heroes farming this much, one of them going to have to start taking risks soon. Because there's only so much on the map to say.
I mean, they're able to control the map, so Seven's going to get into it.
No, he's not. This Hunter's coming out. Madara! He's gone. He wanted the chrono opportunity. They reveal the Orchid, and they get a great impact out of it.
I mean, Vega are having to go so deep onto the OG side of the map to make these moves. They feel a lot of pressure to disrupt the farm. Because they know this Arc Warden AM are eventually just gonna beat them on economy.
Seb,
But now with this Topson build.
mid-swing, Seb gets stunned up by the Inkswell as the Grimstroke TP's away. Meanwhile, the mid lane Snowball coming through. Below on help, Jerax almost dead, but he's still alive. He's escaping. The gates is there. They're gonna turn around. He's still alive. They can't kill him. Finally, the main bolt, but maybe next time, maybe too deep. Burrow threat comes out. No Tail's gonna get low. But Kezu is seen. Now the tempo's double. There's the sun's coming out. Kezu's in a lot of trouble. He's gonna go down. Maybe next time.
Tops out of his damn mind. I mean,
He's having the time of his life.
Yeah.
Like, his full glass canopy has the means to protect him. And even if he goes down, he takes 1 or 2 heroes with him. He knows that later on, his Anti-Mage is going to be ready to fight, and he is going to brutalize the side of Vega.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Topson happens to be leading the board and farm at the moment, but he knows his AM is right on the cusp of that. A couple more minutes, he's going to be at that third item, which looks now to be a butterfly, and he's going to come to these fights and just kill him.
Oh, Topson, no! He was so close to TPing out there. The Aegis just expired. He's going to have to stand and fight. Magnetic field down. Maybe next time moves aside and says, alright, let's have this fight. It will end with his death.
Right,
that was overly greedy.
Caster curse there.
Hey, we were saying earlier, someone has to play aggressive because these heroes farm quickly. Anti-Mage is eventually going to have the whole jungle to himself. A little bit of a misplay there, as he probably shouldn't have been there with the Aegis running out.
Yeah, if anything, the misplay is just overestimating the timing on the Aegis. But again, I have no problem with that for exactly the reason you said. You know that you need to farm on the other side of the map with as fast as this AM is accelerating. There you go. There's your AM active.
Yep, the new active, quite useful. And look at this, Madara
with the Shadow Blade play behind. That's a dire Sentry work.
Look at the move. Mage says whole team go. They need to find this Anti-Mage because they don't slow him down. It's up to 14k right now compared to Void's 9k. eventually a chrono isn't going to be enough to kill off the anti-mage.
Vega just getting outmaneuvered around the map by.
They're being juggled. Topson on the hunt with a Tempest double. Hex already knows something's up though. There you go, that's that kind of aggressive push you want to see, you know, where it's a little bit questionable. They knew they would move the anti-mage, they just send the Tempest double up to scout and maybe look for a pick-off. OG, they're just playing this right. They're juggling Vega back and forth across the map.
Yeah, and I just love this active Arc Warden built by Topson. Fred's Orchid Datablade. It's keying so much of what OG wants to do in this game. And yeah, they get the sentry down. Topson has to go out. Topson has gotten, Madara has gotten, apart from the one very nice pickoff in the Dire Jungle, he hasn't gotten as much out of this Shadowblade Void build.
No, he's going towards the BKB next. He actually can't fight without it because of that Orchid on the Arc Warden.
Oof.
Pretty harsh scenario, and it's not the wrong move. It's not the wrong move though. You can't try and match.
Oh no, it's absolutely the right move. But
moving in, Kezu's been found. Dust Reveal's going to be there. Yules just to spell that off. Now they're going to use the split, but blink away by Kezu one time. Fire strike to safety. They can't find him in time. Whoops. Well, that's a split on cooldown at least, but the problem is, where's your move now? Now that you've got that on cooldown, you need to look for a chrono opportunity. Look at the move. Look at the lines being drawn. Kezu says, this area, we need to control it.
And it's really scary because as that was going on, you know, OD just got zoned off the wave by the Tempest stuff. I mean, you just got Orchid and he runs.
Madara. Madara's in trouble here, actually. The damage. Is it going to be enough to spot break as well?
Backside.
Astral protecting. Now the soul bind down. Kezu going to bring deep. There's use all the ultimate coming out from OD. Madara moving in. Has still got the chrono, but no. He just gets evaporated. It's 3 for 1 so far. But now Ryder snowball in. Jack will get involved right here. Kezu stuns through the turnaround. A lot of damage on anime. He's going to dominance in this fight. But they do punish him with the Astral Moonfall. Looking to finish off Jack. Sevens back into the fight. Trying to TP away and the crits enough. Yes, they are. Mage gets a triple kill, but he goes down. And Anti-Mage, that's the important detail here. He's still standing, he's still fighting, and he'll finish off Pexu as well for his own triple kill.
And that could have been a very big fight for Vega. It just, Void Madara got a little bit too low getting initiated on there in the river. The other 4 heroes of Vega were smoked and coming in from the wraparound in very, very good formation. If Void had lived just a little longer in time to get off a chrono in that fight, that potentially goes very, very differently. But as it goes, as you said, OG getting the better of that trade by the mile, with Anti-Mage now having the run of the map.
He has almost enough gold to finish off that Firefly as well, and it's just going to get harder from here on out. After that, you probably see the Abyssal, and then he can actually just solo Void.
Oh my gosh! You want to talk about seeing somebody go down? Watch what happens when you get tag team on somebody with Arc Warden and is double hitting them with Bloodthorn. Ouch!
Just look at this as well. Madara, he isn't going for that BKB. He's identified it won't be enough because the damage just won't be there in the Chronos.
Exactly. I was wondering about that right as that happened, because you see Pycat's going to go Butterfly, and you have to be able to kill this AM to have even a prayer in this game.
He's got to fully invest in the damage. It's risky, but it's the only play they have. DD with the Anti-Mage, by the way, as he walks into the pit. Scan, Kezu, he's got bait in. He will make his well with a Burrow Strike. They weren't expecting him to make that sort of move. And now, good old man in field. Oh my, look at the speed. It's almost done already. Meanwhile, Snowball going over split as well. They're just distracting them. Aegis gets picked up by the Anti-Mage and moving through the split. The Dart down half HP. Will time walk away. Ice shards. Actually just drops Seb from chasing deeper. There's no, calm down.
Madara getting so low so early in these fights. He just doesn't have much tank as a result of this build.
Look at this stab around. This is a classic OG move.
It's just going to crush your whole team.
Oh no, they're channeling the epicenter as well. They're going in, Silence done. A lot of damage being done. Topson's fine with it. Kenji will get a fire strike way down in the base. Look at the War Punch. They get rid of Madara so quickly. Kenji caught here as well. He goes pop to the Mana Void. They're 3 down. Do they have the means back? They've got a buyback on the Void, but he's not wanting to commit it here. And he doesn't have to because OG, they got a little bit ahead of themselves. Tier 2s are still standing. Can't blame them for getting excited though, because they have full control of this game at this point.
Yeah, again, OG just, their entire goal is just to keep Vega inside the radius defined by these 3. Because if they're farming the whole map, they're just, you know, it's do we win now or do we win later? We don't care.
We're gonna win now. Going in with Manic Field. We'll speed up the push here. Gonna take the tier 3 already. Void up to 10 seconds. You don't want to commit to the buyback now. Too close. The problem is you're definitely gonna lose a melee racks here, and they might be able to retreat. Telekinesis lift is on the Anti-Mage. What do? Silence coming out, Grimstroke. He's scared. Well, Pycat can just finish up the mid racks. Manage yourself. Whoops.
Oh, wow.
Counter spell.
Play.
The fun little spell. About 50% uptime. Seems reasonable to me.
Take a set of racks cleanly. There will be no punish on stage, and they can set up and run the same play again here in the top lane.
Now trying to move forward. Needs to be careful about that. Silence on the Void scares the crap out of him again. These Tempest doubles are actually scarier than any hero on the side of Vega right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Tempest double is at the point where it can pick you up.
They're just pushing out the bot lane. They're trying to make sure upper lanes aren't exposed right now because you look at it, there's no other access to the base. The tier 2's still standing, so OG need to get control of these creep waves.
Pretty good read.
We'll buy them time. They just need to try and weigh out this Aegis. They know they can't fight before that. Anti-Mage will probably take 2 of you down with him just so you can get an Aegis.
And in the same play in reverse, they're going to try and run top here. They're going to try and have Madara intercept. No OG is shown.
They're going in. They can't find Grimstroke. Forced up a chemo lives. Anti-Mage goes in. He's got the Bastion now and he wants the target. And Sev, he's holding on to this arcane room for the split. Just OG refusing to leave.
OG outside the rating.
They know about Void. And Madara should be being told right now. Is he gonna hang around? He's seeing if he can. This is a risky play. He knows runes are up, so he's got a little bit of time. He's hoping someone comes here, but this is not the move.
I mean, that's not the pickoff play. You're not taking that AM.
Even if you get him once, you'll lose your life in the second try. As he's wrapping around, they're actually gonna try around this tier 2. Just to slow things down. I like that they're not engaged. They understand how far behind they are. The best move they have is the same move they pulled against their earlier opponents, which is just split push, split push, split push.
Yeah, but they don't have nearly the same split push. I dislike that they're bringing here. They're bringing one hero outside the base in a position where I'm not even sure that there's anything that one hero can pick off. If you're there close to a creep wave, it's fine. Hit the creep wave and get out.
Instead, just feels like Void right now is walking around like a headless chicken. He doesn't have a clear target. He needs his team if he wants to get a good chrono. It can't be a solo
pick-off.
It's
not easy for him right now, to be fair.
And look at the dust from Jarrett. Just make sure there's no initiation moving inside. It's going to be there. Snowball through. They get the pick off and avoid it here. And they get another no. It's on the wrong side of the town. Time will back just in time. And the buybacks come out as both Sand King and Ruby go down in the meantime. Chain was thrown out. More punches there. Void is dead. He needs to buy back into this, but he's not going to. He doesn't have the buyback. He commits to the MKB. They're going to find Kezu as well. Going to try and run this through. They do get the kill into the Grimstroke. Can they find more? Kezu will escape, but barely. They're in the base. Now, how do you get OG up the high ground?
No, Void's done. He bought out. He bought out.
He did. They're in trouble right now. They identified that perfectly. And Topson will just zone them into the base of the man-headed field into the fountain. Just so they can make room to push to these tier 4s. OG know they can end the game, but they need to be quick. 20 seconds till the Void is up. They might just sell the tier 4s back away. The BKB going in. Mage use zone as well. Got a no tail. The Gage is dragging him in, but he's in a little bit of trouble. He should be going down. But the crits from Zed will force OG away. In the meantime, Kezu does fall down. Mage is going to go in looking for more. Can they find it? OD is stuck here. No escape plan. He is just hung and quartered. Void back up, but now he did not have the damage to the OD.
Aegis reclaimed, but it doesn't really matter.
They don't mind. They're going to go in the crits. X2, one more time to go find the Chrono. No! He catches no one here. Madara! It completely is bluffed and GG comes out. That was their last hope.
Chrono?
Yeah. Yes, unless... What do you think that's about? Madara secretly going across the OG.
It's about he had died in like I think he died in like 2 or 3 straight fights with it up, so...
I mean, if you're going to do a celebrated Chrono, you have to bring confetti, the dust. You just go in, you dust, you go celebration, smoke as well, and then die.
Yeah, I don't think they were ready